There's some guys where I look at them and I'm like, how are you making, like Joe, how are you making 185, Joe Piper?
Yeah, he's a big boy.
How are you making 185?
He's a big boy.
That doesn't even make sense. He's so big.
Yeah, he like 215, 220.
That's it?
Yeah. No, he doesn't
He
get
looks
that
even
big.
bigger than
yeah,
that.
He doesn't
looks
get
like
that big.
230.
No. God,
He looks big.
Yeah, he does. But
when he's in the octagon,
yeah,
like, this
he's
is
a
a
big
heavyweight
boy.
almost.
Yeah, he but like 215, 220 for him. He's got a big fight coming up. He's fighting Hermanson.
That's right.
At a main event.
Yeah, that's a good fight for him.
Yeah, that's a good fight.
We should tell everybody that he broke Francis Ngannou's record on that punch machine.
And they weren't trying to give it to him or something like that.
Yeah,
the
they
guy,
didn't want to register it,
yeah,
which is,
yeah.
I don't understand why.
I've trained and
Why
been
didn't
hit
he want
by-
to give it to
I
him?
don't know. The guy was saying like something was weird with the machine, and Joey was like, he did it like 3 times, like 3 times in a row.
Oh, so the guy didn't want to believe it.
Yeah, he didn't believe that it was real, like how hard Joey was hitting it. Like Joey cracks. Like, he's by far the hardest person I've ever been hit by.
Who was his last fight? Against?
Abdul Al-Hassan. Yeah.
Holy shit!
He submitted him.
Yeah, but bro, he was putting it on him before that.
Yeah.
He's on another level right now.
Joey's good.
He's on another. But there's a real clear difference every time you see him in the octagon. He's just getting better, like at a high accelerated rate.
Yeah, we had, like I said, me, him, Jeremiah, Andre Petrosky's another one. Like, we have a good squad, and it's a small gym in Philly, in like an old warehouse in a pretty bad neighborhood in Philly. So, but it's awesome. Like,
well, there's 2 schools of thought, right? There's one school of thought you should be in the biggest camp possible, like ATT. They're bringing in people, but I've talked to guys that train there and go, yeah, but then you're in these sparring sessions with these Russian guys you've never heard of, and they're straight up killers.
Yep, and that's the crazy. We're starting to get it in. Like, we have a good group of Russian guys coming in. I have this kid Igor. He's like my main training partner. I think he's 4-0. Kid came over as a refugee from Ukraine. He's savage, dude. He got carjacked in Philly.
Whoa,
bro. I don't know if Jamie can go on my Instagram. It's pinned to the top. He was delivering for Uber Eats, and 2 guys came up to him. They showed him his gun, and he didn't know what was going on. He walks over to his car. They're stealing his car. He's hanging on the side of the car. They're going 40 miles an hour, and they shoot at him 2 times.
Oh my God! They shot at him while he was hanging on to the car?
Shot at him 2 times. Yeah.
Oh my God! How did he get out of this?
Head north on North 7th Street toward North.
They point a gun at him right here, and then he's like, all right, let me off. The dude told him, like, I'm going to shoot you. And he finally gets off. Like, in the beginning of the video, you can hear him. He gets shot at.
Who's filming this?
So, just some dude in a car behind him.
Did they ever find the car?
No, they didn't. So we actually started I started a GoFundMe for him, and I raised like $15,000 for him, and he got a new car.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, like they shoot at him, and what people like don't realize, he's hanging on this car. They're like, oh, why won't he just let it go? His documents are all in the car, so like all the money these guys have to pay for lawyers and shit like that. Yeah, all of his shit was in his car, and he just came from practice and was doing Uber Eats. So like he doesn't have any money to pay these lawyers and shit.
Wow,
crazy, but
Philly's wild.
Yeah, Philly's wild. I carry everywhere I go in Philly. But his best friend's Yaroslav from Bellator. I don't know how to say his last name. He's going to come over and train with us too.
Nice.
So I brought in Drew Dober in my last camp. So we have Neil Magny come in. Eric Anders was just up. So like our gym's starting to get recognized, which is cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's cool.
Well, I mean, for a small gym, you got 6 guys fighting in the UFC and a bunch of killers.
Yeah. So it's cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah. We got a couple like Pat's fighting in AC, Andre's fighting in AC, so we'll all be on like kind of like fighting around the same times. Which there's nothing better than that. Like when your teammates are fighting and you're in camp, it sucks being in camp when you're by yourself. You're like, fuck.
When you went to the Bilal fight, were you 13-0, 14-0?
15.
15-0.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, 15-0.
That's a bitter pill to swallow, right?
Yeah, it sucked. Like it was I thought it was gonna be the worst thing that ever happened to me, and I kind of. Going into that, like I just didn't feel right. Like travel, first time I've ever left the country. Like I've never been outside of the United States. We travel there. All my coaches were getting sick. They were all like super jet lagged, and all week I just kept having these like thought. I'm like I'm gonna lose the fight, and usually like you have those thoughts, but I couldn't like flip my mind back to like, yo, you're gonna win this shit, because you always have doubts. But I was having dreams I was gonna lose, and I'm like, dude, like. I can't get this out of my head. And I told my wife like the day before, I had a dream last night I lost. And I thought when I lost, like I thought being undefeated, like it gets tied to you. Like, everyone sees you. They're like, you're going to be the champion. You're going to stay undefeated. You're going to and like then you become like, you're like, damn, like I'm not even fighting to win this fight. I'm just fighting just to stay undefeated. If that makes sense. Like I'm like, I can't lose this record. And then in the fight, first round, like it was it was super competitive. I went back and watched it, and I thought I did a lot better than I thought I did. And then in the second, like I got clipped, and I was like there the entire time, but I just couldn't throw. I'm like, I was just like, I just kind of quit. Like I was like, I just didn't know what to do in that moment, and that's the only time I ever quit on myself. Like practice, anything, and ever since then, like I started working with 2 mental performance coaches, and I'm just like a completely different person now. But it's the best thing that ever happened to me.
That's a lot of times fighters say that. It's like you need to feel the sting of defeat.
I'm telling you, Joe,
refocus.
the minute I lost, it felt like a Bronco was lifted off my shoulders. Like I was so like, I was like, yo, like this is going to be the best thing that ever happened to me.
Because the pressure of being undefeated.
Just let it go. Like every time, like I was going to a fight, I'm like, I had the pressure of not only just losing and what comes with losing, but I'm like, if I lose my record, like no one, like it's over. And then I'm like, it's one fight. Like I've won 15 fights in a row. I lost one fight. Like it's not how it works. And I just thought like my life was going to like implode, and it didn't, you know? That even gave me more time to sit and reflect with myself and just get my shit right and realize like it doesn't mean everything to be undefeated. Like the best fighters in the world take losses, and I needed that for sure.
Yeah, the only one who didn't is John Jones, the only one who didn't.
But if Khabib would have stuck around long enough,
right?
You know,
possibly.
So you never. Yeah. He had a couple close ones. Close one with Gleison Tebow.
Gleison Tebow is very debatable.
I watched that fight.
Go back and watch it again.
Yeah, very close. But we're all. It's you have a 50% chance of going. You're going to win or you're going to lose.
Yeah.
And when you're fighting the best guys in the world, like Bilal's good. Like I know I can beat Bilal, but I'm happy for him. He went on. He beat Gilbert. He's going to fight for the belt next, and.
Is that established? Is he definitely fighting for the belt next?
They haven't announced it, but there's nobody else.
No. I would hope nobody leapfrogs him.
He deserves it. He
deserves
it.
100%.
Like, he's beating the most guys in the top 10. You know, like I
think he's on a 10-fight win streak.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah.
And I think he has a good chance of doing
really
well.
And they also fought before he got eye poked.
Yeah, so it's there for him. Like he deserves it, and he should get it. And I'm happy for him. I don't know why he gets so much hate. Like he's not a bad dude.
He's a great guy.
He trained hard, and
he won't even swear.
Yeah.
You know, when he was in here, he would say, "What the fudge?"
Yeah.
He says like, "What the fudge?"
Yeah.
I was like, you're a goddamn cage fighter.
Yeah, he gets a lot of hate, but I'm happy for him, and that's gonna be a good. It's gonna be a good fight.